Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. The theme of today is free champion. One free champion we all get as long as you're an active player, obviously, and you've been playing for a while. And I'm not saying daily login free champion. I'm not saying champion we acquired through maybe some sort of event. It's from the game, guys, and it's from one of the clan bosses. Obviously, the Hydra clan boss, and it's Mithrala, guys. You get her from the chests. Here you get small little amounts of fragments from each of the bosses that you beat. If you completely beat the boss as a clan, you'll be able to get 2 chests, and that multiplies the amount of fragments you get, and eventually you unlock Mithrala. Okay, and I'll be showcasing her today in the dragon so that you can solo farm the dragon. And because we have the champion training tournament and the dragon tournament starting up very soon, I thought this is a great time to showcase this team because you'll be double dipping in points. Champion training, dragon turn attack. There's no gear hunter at the moment, that ended, but it will allow you guys to basically double dip if you're somebody who doesn't mind the longer runs, and if you're somebody who has her but still is working on the gear and maybe blessings, then it's something that you can work on eventually to unlock for your account. So 6,050 points needed here to get 100 total pizza points to get April O'Neil. That's what I'm trying to do. Dragon turn attack, I'm gonna be guessing it's about a 30 run requirement depending on how quickly you can farm it. Maybe 40 runs on double run super raids in terms of just strictly doing dragon. But if you're doing with a much slower clear time with Mithrala, it's gonna be less points for the turn, but you'll be double dipping. So it depends on what you want to be doing. So let's see, my normal time is 25 seconds, 25 turns, but that's not the team that I'll be showcasing. You can use any 4 champions as food and you throw them in together with Mithrala, right? The way that this works much better than what it used to is because of the blessing and also the availability of relics. So with Mithrala now, you don't have to be so strict with the gear that you want to have. You can use just a regen set, or let's say a bolster set, if you've got other stats to go over for that 5% health regen that you're missing. Okay, the regen set, very simply farmable through Fire Knight, but you can get the bolster set from the Forge Pass if you're somebody who buys the Forge Pass, or if you're somebody who's slowly grinding through the Forge Pass normal rewards, you can actually maybe get some pieces there. But I would say the regen is much easier. Now the stats, right? Because my account is much older, it has such better availability of gear, all right? And I'm able to push for higher stats, higher power. Blessings play a huge role here because Mithrala is basically one of the only champions in the game that will benefit from every single one of the stats that you get here. So the health, the defense, the attack, the crit damage, you do more damage, and then the resistance and accuracy combo together with her passive, which basically gives her more resistance depending on the amount of accuracy you have. That allows you to get tremendous amount of resistance, basically resisting anything that the enemies throw you, except for like that 3% chance. And then you're just basically doing damage with the A1 here. A1 with poisons. The A3 helps you survive, which gives you strengthen and a shield buff. Plus you're able to cleanse debuffs, but I mean, we won't be getting debuffs. So there's that, at least strengthen and shield. These are very important. The A2 is okay to use it on the first 2 rounds. The third round, I wouldn't say so because it's only the increased defense. It's better to be stacking up on the poisons if you want to be beating the boss. So in terms of masteries, the way that I use masteries is I'm using War Master. You don't need War Master, but eventually you'll find use for War Master in terms of your clear times and also the other areas you'll be using Mithrala. If you're somebody who wants to optimize her for this specific way of doing these runs, Spirit Haste helps. Then Lasting Gifts helps because of the Strengthen buff. Really, you want to extend that. If you want to have your poisons last longer, Master Hexa is huge. I would honestly go for this one if I would change up the whole mastery page for her. I just didn't want to spend the 150 gems. You can definitely go for Cycle of Magic if you want to have that cleanse and strengthen much quicker. Arcane Celerity is fantastic, and also this one, Rapid Response. Basically, both of these work for her very well. So it's not that this is an optimized build, but these two masteries definitely help for her. And if I would completely change the page, I could even just completely go defense support and not use the War Master, because War Master only gives you a little bit of damage for what we are really doing for the dragon. Okay, the optimized build would have been, I would say, Oppressor here, or if you're looking for more resistance or accuracy depending on your gear, you go for that, and then you go for defensive and support. But that being said, yeah, Rapid Response and Arcane Celerity are fantastic for her. We didn't have much changes in Masters really over the years in the game, so it's basically these pages that you need to be aware of to use on your champions with, you know, with the region set that they're trying to solo. In terms of gear, I do have like combos of protection, stone skin that give me those extra stats that I want, and the overall stats that I have for dragon, you have a look, 280 speed. You don't need so much. I just have a lot of speed. The faction guardians helps a ton here, but I would say above 250 is minimum required. And then the resistance accuracy combos, you definitely need, I would say, 300 in each for sure. And because you have your aura, you get another 80 accuracy there, so 80 resistance for Mithrala. So you basically have like a good way to just not require crazy gear, especially resistance, because resistance on dragon you need about 500, I would say, to be on the safer side, and it's hard to get both accuracy and resistance there. So blessing is required, I would say, the brimstone, if you want to clear this at a reasonable time. Without brimstone, it's going to be very difficult because she only has a small chance to apply the poisons, and it's not a small chance, but if you book her out, it's 100%. But the poisons are only a small part of her kit. So with the brimstone, it just makes this run go better. Let's go over and see this run. It's gonna be like a boring run, I would say, but that's how it works. Our team will just die. In terms of the custom AI, you don't use the A3. You only use it on the first time of the round. You don't really need to use it more because she will be surviving. In terms of relics, I wouldn't say you need relics, but if you do have some relics that help, especially the healing relic, the one that once you drop under 50% health, that's when you get a big heal. That is fantastic for this. And you'll see how brimstone actually now helps us to do way more damage, guys, way more damage. Because when the enemies activate their skills, it does an AoE attack on everybody. And since I'm not spamming A3 now, and I just get the heals through the region set and the relic, I'm able to like survive this. So hopefully they'll start dying soon. But this is the run. She'll be able to survive the whole thing. The thing is just it takes way longer than you would think. Did I also disable A2? She hasn't been using A2. Oh, there's the A2. Okay. I was surprised there why it wasn't being used. I was like, what is happening? But yeah, we're good. We're good so far for this run, but we'll see. Should I speed this up a little bit? Yeah, let's speed this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, once we reach the boss, it's basically a much quicker run. As you're seeing, it's just, look at that. It's just spamming the A1, no A2, and then Brimstone does a lot of work when it does manage to land. So that increased attack on the boss is very annoying. It can actually kill us, but the whole thing with the dragon is to obviously kill it before it kills you, because it's actually a timed run. If you guys didn't know, it's timed in the sense of the dragon becomes so much stronger eventually that you simply do not have the ability to survive regardless of how strong your account is. And so there we go. There's the clear time. Got 45 and 24 points. I'm guessing 24 is for the dragon and 45 is for the champion training, but it's 210 turns. And if guys I go and check, so 210 turns, how much was that in terms of dragon turn points? Should be able to see it here, but I got 45 points. Actually, I got 45 points here, and the maximum, so I got almost the bare minimum here on hard mode, but 45 is half of the 106. So if you've got the fastest team ever, or the fastest team that you can, you'll get 106 points. So getting 45 for a 5-minute run, so a 200 turn run, I think it's pretty good, because you only need 3,000. So 3,000 divided by, let's say 45. Let's say I get 45 every time. It's 66 runs. So yeah, what did I say at the start of the video? Like 30 to 40 runs on super raid mode. So yeah, that's what you need. And if you're doing Mithrala, you can actually level up some champions along with her. I would suggest just use 4 stars, or I wouldn't use 5 stars, but 4 stars are really good because you just keep them there for a while. And let me show you guys the relic that I had on Mithrala, because I think people there thought that I was not using a relic. I am actually using golden elixir. It helped a little bit, gives you a little bit of accuracy. I wasn't using any big gemstones because I do have much better gemstones to use. I just didn't want to use them for the purpose of this video. And this actually helps a ton to survive. If you don't have it, it's still fine. Terms of relics, what I would use is anything that helps you boost your stats or helps you survive. Anything, just throw it in there. Anything that you have. You don't have golden elixir, but the remaining of the stats are basically required. And this is Mithrala, guys, for dragon solo champion training, double dipping in points, triple dipping. If we had like a gear hunter event also, that would have also helped a ton. So that was the video, guys. Thank you all. Subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. See ya.